So, Mary, how do we start to make this cake?
First of all, the cake tin. This is a 9-inch, 23-centimetre cake tin. It's got a loose base, and I've really well greased that. And then if you put a piece of non-stick paper in the bottom, that will make sure that we get it out. First of all, I start with a creaming mixture, and I'd like 150 grams of unsalted butter. So that goes into the mixing machine. And then 100 grams of caster sugar. And of course you use caster sugar rather than granulated because you don't want any granules in the cake. Turn that on just to mix it for a moment, then add the caster sugar.
Yeah.
The mixture will be ready after 2 or 3 minutes once the sugar is combined and the texture is light and thick.
That looks absolutely fine now. It's a lot whiter, it's beautifully creamy, and it'll be less granular from the sugar. The next thing to go in is melted chocolate, and I've got 150 grams. It's plain chocolate. It's not the posh 70%. It's 39% cocoa solids.
Okay.
And I melted it over the top of a pan of hot water. Slowly, I've taken it off, and it's just got to the pouring stage.
Okay.
If you put it in hot, of course, it would melt the butter and the sugar. At the same time, I'm going to put vanilla extract in, and I'm going to use half a teaspoon. Smells lovely, doesn't it?
It does.
Whisk until the chocolate is fully incorporated and the colour is even.
That, to me, looks well whisked. Now we add the eggs. 5 large eggs, please. First of all, I'm going to separate the eggs. Do it very carefully because you don't want to get the yolks and the whites mixed. Put the yolks in there, the whites in here.
Obviously, 5 eggs in this relatively small mix. There's quite a lot of eggs, and it's going to be very, very rich.
It's very rich, it's very dense, but that's all part of its charm. I'm going to add the egg yolk, and I shall turn this on full speed.
Add the egg yolks one at a time. Once all are combined, sieve in 55 grams of plain flour.
The reason I'm sieving the flour, Paul, is it's an expensive cake, and I'm just taking every precaution that it's perfect. And also, we're going to add some ground almonds.
So it's almost going to act like a binding agent just to pull the mix together.
It stabilises the mixture and will help it to keep. This cake is much better eaten the day after, and the ground almonds also add to the denseness. So in that goes 75 grams. At this stage, it's folding it in. So round the outside of the bowl and fold it in, and it will be very stiff at this stage.
What's the liquid left to go in this then? Is this egg white or...?
Just egg whites, that's all. And fresh egg whites give much more volume. An older egg white is runny when you crack it, and you can't get such a volume. Whisk it up until it looks like cloud. So, again, on full speed.